Hello and welcome to Indie Author Fringe. I'm Kimberley Grabas, Canadian writer, entrepreneur, and the founder of YourWriterPlatform.com. This is where I provide writers with the resources, tools, and inspiration they need to build their platforms, engage their fans, and sell more books. Today we're going to tackle the basics of the Indie Author Business Plan. Now, does the thought of writing a business plan make you wince? You've probably been struggling valiantly through most of the non-writing, left-brained activities that have been thrust upon you as a modern writer. Do you really need to go through the formality of crafting your executive summary or sales forecast? Well, kind of. But if you'd prefer to skip the spreadsheets in favor of a more writer-friendly planning process, because deep down you know you could use a bit more direction to move your writing career to the next level, you're in luck. I've designed this business plan framework with the creative entrepreneur in mind. Yep, it's still a business plan, but I've tried to soften the corporate jargon as well as give you ideas as to how you can use each section to grow your writing career. I've also created a free downloadable workbook to guide you through the process and that you can complete at your own pace. You'll be able to find the link in the session notes below. So grab your favorite note-taking device and let's get started. All right, so let's work our way through the basics of your indie author business plan. First up, prioritizing your business plan to get the most out of your writing career. It's time to overcome your resistance to the idea that as an author, your job is no longer just to write, if it ever was. If you want to turn your passion for writing into a business, you'll need to have a solid and strategic plan in place. And a business plan is simply a guide to what you hope to accomplish, how you plan to meet those objectives, and your financial projections based on these efforts. It's a field guide to your writing business that you navigate with your readers in mind. Here's what you can expect a thorough business plan to help you accomplish. It will help you to clarify and articulate a clear vision for your writing career, which will help guide your business actions and decisions. Nail down the specifics of what you need to get done to move your business forward. Share your strategies, priorities, and specific action points with others, so agents, assistants, collaborators, or even your spouse. Recognize and filter out the distractions so you can concentrate only on those activities that will help you grow. Determine future needs ahead of time, like software, skills, tech, or other resources so that you can plan for the cost or time expenditure. Beat inertia and take confident action on those things you've determined will move your business forward. And notice opportunities to reward yourself for both small accomplishments and big wins. One of the most important and often ignored steps to effective goal setting and increased productivity is to write your goals down and review them daily. This can be a game changer. By dedicating the time to write your business plan and review it frequently, you can change the direction of your writing career. Okay, so let's look at the key components to developing your author business plan. Whether you're working toward a traditional publishing contract or self-publishing, a carefully crafted business plan will help you establish a plan of action and guide how you will allocate your often limited resources. Okay, so the first section we're going to tackle is your business vision and author brand. So number one, your mission statement or message. In this first section, you need to clarify your business values and vision. Define why you write and get very clear on the essence of your work. What problems are you solving, or what desires are you satisfying? What is your promise to your reader, and how will you deliver on that promise? You can also include a vision statement that inspires you and is a reminder of your purpose and your commitment to your writing career. Next, your ideal reader. Identify and define the group of people whom you wish to reach. How do they see themselves, and how does your work fit with that perception? Who already speaks your language, or conversely, whom does your work speak to? We'll be digging deeper into this in a little later section of the business plan, so the information you gather here will help to create a succinct description of your ideal reader. Next, brand personality and culture. What is your brand story and personality? What do you want people to feel or experience when they read your book, a post on your blog, or see you speak at an event? What tone, colors, and visuals characterize your writing? And how does your branding reflect the purpose or message behind your work? What values, standards, or even best practices will you adhere to? And what can your community of readers consistently expect from you in terms of your style, authenticity, voice, and professionalism? Make sure that your branding is relevant to the audience you seek, distinct, and meaningful. Now, career goals, objectives, and expansion plans. Many people do not even think of goals, and those that do, very few of them write them down. So Forbes reports a remarkable 10-year study about goal setting carried out in the Harvard MBA program. Those students who wrote down their goals accomplished significantly more. That is, they earned on average 10 times as much as the other 97% of the class combined. So write down your goals and objectives. Make sure they're both SMART, that's S-M-A-R-T goals, and what you really want. Are you willing and able to sacrifice the time and effort required to achieve what you've actually outlined? How will you determine your success? The next section is your business description and publishing plan. So what is your difference? This is your secret sauce or your unfair advantage. Describe who you are as a writer and how you will portray that uniqueness to your audience. How do you solve their problem or desire, and why is it valuable to your readers? The goal here is to answer the question in a reader's mind, why you? What sets your work apart from others in your genre or niche? And you need to develop your brand story. Next, who do you serve? Describe your target audience in terms of demographics, psychographics, and how you can help meet the needs, wants, and desires of that specific group. Often, writers make the mistake of working on their projects in a vacuum with no feedback, input, or even acknowledgement of the reader. Another conundrum authors face is writing in multiple genres, which makes building a community even more challenging. So, if either or both of these are concerns you face, how will you address them going forward? Production. In this part of your business plan, include your writing, editing, and publishing schedule. How many words per day will you write and at what times? If editing, how many hours per week will you devote? How many books do you plan to publish and launch this year? How often will you post new content to your blog or social media? And you can also note your genre focus, project lengths, and additional projects like workshops, courses, presentations, and so on that you plan to produce per year. Business structure. What is your writing business structure? Are you a sole proprietor, a publishing company, or LLC, for example? Are you traditionally published or self-published, a hybrid author, or not yet published? Describe the components to your business like books, if they're digital, print, audio, courses or seminars, workshops, and if there's workshops, are they in person, are they virtual, speaking events, and so on. Is your business primarily online or offline? Business tasks and schedule. It's important that you treat your writing business as a business. So make a list of regular tasks, everything from sales tracking and accounting to editorial calendars and words written per day, and add them to your calendar, Asana, your day planner, or whatever system works for you. And distribution channels. You've defined your audience, so now you need to determine how they want to be reached. Where are they already, and what are other ways that they will be able to find you? Think social media, email, traditional media, video, podcasts, conferences and events, websites, clubs, Amazon and other retailers, and so on. All right, now moving on to section C, market analysis. Number 1, best-selling authors comparable titles in your genre or niche. Identify best-selling authors, top bloggers, and other influencers in your niche or genre. Look for those that already have the audience you want to reach. Search through social media, relevant keywords, Facebook, and other groups. And who are the movers and shakers, the up-and-comers? Start making a list and including their contact info, website, and email. These people may also become your partners and allies in the future. Next, consider your pricing model. What pricing model or models are currently being used in your genre or niche? What are readers used to paying for books, products, or services similar to yours? Next, look at your competitor, and I use this term loosely here, your competitor's strengths and weaknesses. Choose 3 to 5 authors from the list you just made and break down their strengths and weaknesses. How do they reach and promote to their audience? Are there any strategies that many of your competitors seem to be using? For example, are most of them using email marketing strategies? What are they doing well, and what can they improve? What can you add to the mix that draws upon your unique skill set and your brand? And use this knowledge to craft your own well-rounded strategy. Next, trends and opportunities. Note current events and what's new and noteworthy in the publishing world. You can note predictions and future trends that may impact your writing or bottom line. Are there any collaboration or partnership opportunities that you wish to pursue, both with your topic area and with industries or businesses that reach the same audience as you? Next, in section D, we dive into your audience research. Yep, identify your ideal reader. Knowing your target audience has come up several times in this business plan, and for good reason. It is absolutely vital to the growth of your writing career to have a firm understanding of the audience you wish to reach. This section of your business plan informs the other sections, and it's where you will get crystal clear on who your ideal readers are through research and data, not through guessing and assumptions. So understand their needs and desires. Your goal is to understand and articulate your readers' problems or desires better than they can themselves. But remember, this is their most pressing problem or desire, not yours. So don't try to create desire or interest where there is none. Outline how you will share your work in a way that encourages people who are already interested to take action. So to gain a deeper understanding of your audience, spend time and ask questions of your real readers. Engage in social listening, conduct surveys, and examine your Google Analytics. Next, differentiate yourself and your work. Given what you now know about your target audience, what is that intersection between your unique talents and your readers' needs or desires? What can they get from you and your work that they can't get anywhere else? And next, determine how to engage with your readers. It is much, much easier to create interesting, relevant, and valuable content for your audience now that you know exactly what they are searching for. You can't possibly develop a marketing and book promotion plan when you have no idea who might most be receptive to your message. Also, consider how you will learn and continue to learn about your readers, but still stay connected to the reasons for creating the work that you do. All right, now, Section E of your indie author business plan is community and platform building. Develop your social media plan. What are your and your readers' preferred platforms? Where will you place your emphasis, and what strategies will you use to develop visibility and interest for your writing? What will you share? How will you create it? When will you share it? And where will you share it to get the most engagement? Create a very specific plan for each social media platform you'll engage on. Next, develop your email list building plan. Developing a responsive email list is one of the most important things you can do to grow your business and stay connected with your readers. What strategies will you implement to grow your list? How often will you communicate with your subscribers? What will you share? And what opt-in incentive will you develop to encourage signups? All right, number 3, content strategy. So a content strategy is your publishing plan of action for what to create, how to create it, when to create it, and for whom to create it. So develop an editorial or content calendar to map out and keep track of your content plan of action. Ensure your brand story is woven into the content that you share. Speaking, appearances, and your PR plan. Keynote speeches, personal appearances, and other speaking opportunities all allow you to connect with your readers and fans in real life. Add presentations, interviews, and other appearances you have booked or plan to book into your business plan. What strategies will you implement to increase your bookings? Next, consider your reviews, testimonials, and endorsements. What steps will you take to encourage reviews? So things like advanced reader copies, email requests, you can build relationships with influencers and other book bloggers. How will you gather testimonials and endorsements for your work? Keep in mind that relationships take time to develop, so ensure you include steps to build these connections and goodwill before you ask for something in return. Next, engagement and exclusivity. How will you ensure your readers feel special? Will you offer special perks, bonuses, and a sneak peek behind the scenes? Or create a street team or other type of membership for your most avid supporters? How is what you have to offer different from other authors in your niche, and how can you add more value? And finally, your networking and relationship building strategies. Who are people talking about, sharing content from, and influenced by? What strategies will you use to develop relationships with industry influencers, advocates, and supporters of your work? How do you plan to build connections with organizations, institutions, schools, bloggers, reviewers, businesses, and media outlets? Okay, now moving on to section F, offerings and monetization. This is where you'll start considering your products and services. What will you offer to your audience? Books, of course, but what format? Digital, audio, print, series, bundles? Will you offer services like coaching, teaching at conferences, hosting workshops, or speaking at events? Will you develop courses or do freelance work, or offer other products and programs that relate to your work? How will your readers benefit? How will it impact their lives? Given what you've discovered about your target audience, will they want, need, or even desire what you have to offer? Next, what pricing strategy will you employ? Premium, freemium, which was free and premium, perma-free, or even discount pricing. Given your goals for your business, will your pricing strategy help you meet your objectives? Does your pricing meet or challenge genre standards? How will your target audience view your pricing? Map out your pricing structure for your books, your services, courses, or workshops, series, bundles, whatever it is that you will be offering. And finally, think collaboration and partnerships. Affiliate marketing, book bundles, co-writing, and cross-promotion via email lists are all great ways to boost your business, visibility, and sales. So what methods will you use to develop partnerships and encourage collaborations with other authors? Okay, so we're getting there. Remember, you can grab the free workbook to help you move through this at your own pace, but for now, we'll move on to section G and everybody's favorite, marketing strategy. So marketing and promotion. In this section, outline the methods you'll employ to market and promote your books, products, content, and brand. You'll want to develop a separate book marketing strategy for each book, as well as an overall strategy that ties current projects together with your future plans for your writing career. Resource commitment. Finding time to write is difficult enough, but your business won't run itself. You need to schedule time and resources for both the writing side of your business and the marketing side. And then squeeze in family and personal commitments too. So really consider how much time, money, or other resources you are prepared to realistically commit. And of course, launch strategies. Designing, organize, and implementing a book launch action plan is not easy. There are a lot of moving parts, so it requires the careful preparation and execution of just the right mix of launch activities to propel your new book out into the world. Layered launch strategies, where you use the momentum from one launch to boost the next, can create urgency, excitement, and further establish your brand, your message, and your authority. So decide what actions you will take to leverage the assets and relationships you've established through your marketing activities to promote your upcoming book. All right, on to section H, where we talk financials. Monthly expenses. Make an itemized list of all the things you will need for your business to run smoothly, like a website, hosting and domain name, email marketing service, business cards, and other promotional items, maybe office supplies, membership dues, and so on. If you are saving for some larger future expense, like a computer or maybe software or cover design, then note this in your budget as well. Next, monthly revenue. Record your monthly income from all sources related to your writing business. So this is things like book sales, freelance work, affiliate income, speaking, etc. At first, this may seem like an exercise in futility, but with a solid business plan in place, you'll soon start to see your revenue streams grow. Next, we look at a production budget, either per book or per project. So I recently spoke at an event where a panel of indie authors shared some of their production costs, and I watched as the wind was knocked out of a lot of writers' sails when they realized the actual costs required to produce a high-quality book. But things like copy editing, line editing, proofreading, formatting for publishing, formatting for print, your cover art, copyright registration, ISBNs, review copies, shipping and research costs, they can all be budgeted on a per book basis. These input costs will help you determine the potential viability and profitability of each project, which is very important. If you also have a website and blog, there may also be production costs for blog posts, your email newsletters, and other items. Things like image or graphic fees, costs for giveaways, apps or software, and so on. Next, sales and income projections. If you're just starting out, creating sales projections may be difficult to do, but it's certainly a good habit to develop if you'd like to ensure you're making good business decisions. Forecasting is vital to planning sales, marketing, and spending. All right, we are at the final section of our business plan, which is additional growth and expansion strategies. So, professional development. Your talent is your best asset. Continuing to improve upon both your writing and your business skills is a wise investment. Use this section of your business plan to note any classes, workshops, or conferences you plan to attend. If you plan to find a critique partner or writers group to join, or even add specific books you plan to read for genre or topic research or to gain additional skills. Paid advertising and other paid options. Paid advertising, hiring a publicist, or anything else that requires cold hard cash up front without a guarantee of return may not be on the top of your priority list. However, if you are considering some paid options, ensure you note your strategies here in this section. Tracking your return on investment may be easier for some options than others, but it's always wise to note your efforts and your results. Repurposing. Continuously developing new content can take a lot of effort. Get more mileage out of the excellent content you produce. So articles, newsletter, blog content, short stories, guides, updates, videos, and so on. By repurposing it into something completely fresh. You can change the format, share it on different mediums, turn a book or post into a course, or maybe even a workshop, and reach all new audiences. So how will you stretch and repurpose each piece of content you create. Next, outsourcing. Wise outsourcing can not only increase your efficiency and help level the playing field, but it allows you to focus on the core of your business, your writing. So if you decide to outsource, determine what tasks you'll pay someone else, like editors, virtual assistants, designers, accountants, and whatever, to handle. Writing your author business plan doesn't have to be hard. Kudos to you for making it this far. It may seem like a daunting task to compile your business plan, but I assure you it is well worth the effort. Plus, your plan can be developed over a period of time, and it doesn't have to be all nailed down in one sitting. A business plan is fluid and ever evolving. As new info comes in, circumstances change, or as results and analysis dictate, adjust your plan accordingly. Remove sections from this plan that you feel don't apply and add sections that you feel are more relevant to your specific business needs. You can review and re-examine your plan on a regular basis to help keep yourself and your writing career on track. And be sure to reward yourself when you've reached certain milestones and objectives. You will have most certainly earned it. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope you found this presentation helpful. And if you're looking for more book marketing and platform building resources, head on over to yourwriterplatform.com. You can join the insiders list to receive the free quick start guide to building your writer platform, exclusive content via email, and instant access to a growing library of downloadable resources. And don't forget to grab your free copy of the Author Business Plan Workbook and Guide. Thanks, and take care.